Though you have to go away, I don't think I can stand the pain. Won't you stay another day? Stay now, oh, don't leave me alone like this. And I think you're taking the... So won't you stay another day? I had to get that off my chest. Just as I was fitting to start the thing, I pressed a button on my mobile device and Brian Harvey popped up. Brian Harvey is also into the podcasting thing. So I thought it was only right that I should resurrect an old E17 classic. So that was the intro. Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And I know what needs to be adjusted. So let me make the adjustment. Okay, let me bring that just down just a tad. Okay, hope that's not too loud. That should be just right. Okay, so you are in tune to Boxing Talk with Rafi. What we on? Is it 1-8? It's 1-8 something. Or is it 1-8? Let's have a look. OMG. Didn't mean to shut that down, but it's okay. We have the technology to correct that. Okay. Let me find myself. Boom. It's Boxing Talk with Rafi 187. And while we're here, why don't I just go ahead and do a sound check? OMG. Yep. That's good enough. Okay. So let's tidy up this thing. Boom. And we are live. Live notification. Okay. So it's Boxing Talk with Rafi 187. And welcome, one and all. Let's get into the menu. What we're going to be talking about today. Okay, so on the menu, we're going to be talking about, absolute classic, eh? Classic E17 classic. Little bit of Brian Harvey to get things jumping. OMG. Okay, so let's get into the menu. We're going to be talking about what happened over the weekend. Everybody's talking about it. We've been talking about it over here. Everybody's talking about it all over the place. Okay, so we're going to be looking at Teofimo Lopez. I was over at my buddy's place, one of my YouTube buddy's place. And I said, yeah, I fancy, well, what do you think about the rematch? And he said there will be no rematch. Really? Will there be no rematch? How do you know? Does Lomachenko deserve a rematch? Top pound for pound guy. Spoken about very, very highly. So, how does he not deserve a rematch? So, we're going to be talking about Teofimo Lopez, his victory, his current standing, and the potential for a rematch. And we're going to be looking at AJ Pulev update. And we're going to be talking about Mauricio Suleiman. And we're going to ask the question, has Mauricio Suleiman come up with a weight class. He's going to be extending the cruiserweight weight class. Has Mauricio Suleiman come up with a wilder weight class? Is this the wilder weight class? Okay. But before we do anything, you're going to have to get into the chat and greet the people. Greet the people who have been in here waiting, anticipating. And also, of course, you know, I'm gonna have to share the show with the secret society. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's copy that. Open sesame. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Shake them up a little bit. Let's put it somewhere else. Let's drop it in a couple of spots. Couple of different spots. Boom. Oh, one more for good luck. Should we go for 3? Let's go for 3. What's that? What's the date today? Is that just dropped now? Oh no, it's the 19th. Okay, let's drop it there too. Boom. One more for good luck. Let's do this. Boom. Okay. So now, we are now well situated. Let's get into the chat. Let's see what's going on before we proceed. Let's have a look. Let's have a little looky. Okay. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yep, a rematch would be good, says Mala. Modern boxing is so fickle. One defeat, he can come back. One hundo. What's going on? Heinrich Schmitz, says Mr. Dawkins, as usual, on time. Evil laugh. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. James Damson says, yes, guess the start. Yeah, he should have had a little sweepstake going. You should have had a bet with Heinrich Schmitz. Marla is heading into a dark tunnel. OMG. What's this? Mauricio Suleiman says he wants 3 more weight classes. Well, we're definitely going to be talking about the wilder weight class. Yes, Tarquin came up with the wrong smoked salmon. He came up with the farmed smoked salmon. He knows full damn well the Rafi only eats from the salmon from the sea. Only from the salmon from the sea. It's better to be late than arrive ugly. Yes. Okay, so where are we now? Marla has emerged from the tunnel. Marla has emerged from the dark tunnel. Okay, where are we? We got the Cal L up in the building. Salute to the Combat Radio Nation. Okay, I think we've done it. I think we've completed the roll call. Everybody, as you come on in, just drop a little message in the comment section so we know who's about. Okay, so hold on. First things first, let me drop the link in the chat. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so am I ready for FaceTime? Hold on. Let me crank up these mobile devices so we get a little bit of uplighting. Let's get the uplighting right. And boom. What is this? Let's kill the volume on that. Let's make sure everything is situated. Where are we? Where are we? Okay, my channel, drop the volume. And boom. Okay. What's going on here? Okay. Yes. What is this here? I saw something that made me laugh. Where is it? Damn, I can't see it. Hold on. Let's have a look. Okay. King UB. Does Loma want the rematch? He was so arrogant and so sure of himself to win. He didn't put one in the contract. Dame. Saif Bud up in the building. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about the rematch. We're gonna be, well, like you say, there don't appear to be no rematch in the contract, but we know for sure that Lomachenko wants his rematch. Okay. Right, where are we? Okay, and we're starting off with Saif Bud up in the building. Saif Bud, how you doing, my friend?
Salute, family. How you doing?
I'm doing real good, man. I'm doing real good. Had a real busy day, but you know, we have these challenges. What's going on there? What did I just do? We have these challenges, time constraints, but we still bang it out.
I dig that.
You know what I mean? Okay, so where are we gonna start? You start off, Saif Bud. You start off because I know you got something on your mind.
All right, I'm on my last little break. Hitting this J. Hey man, first off, apologies if I came on incorrect last time on your show, man. I was when the fight was on.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying, I had some putting over the house, man, after I watched the fight. You know what I'm saying? And she was acting up, so you know.
No, man, it's all good. You know, you came on, you expressed yourself.
Yeah, it's a family show.
It's all good. So did you get a chance to rewatch the fight? Have you had a change of heart?
I definitely watched. I was watching the fight the first time. I can say that I was slightly distracted, but I'll tell you like this: I scored the whole fight, and if you look on my channel, Fighting Words with Saif Bud, you'll see my whole analysis of it. I gave my whole scorecard, but I'll say that at the end of the day, I scored 6 rounds for Loma, and I scored 6 rounds for Lopez. I think people got too carried away with thinking that Lopez took away the first 7 rounds. I mean, I think that was ridiculous. If I can recall back in my mind, I would say that rounds 1 and the rounds that went to Lopez was rounds 1, 2, 3 and 4 went to Loma. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 5, 6, 7 went to Lopez. And 12 went to Lopez. So I counted that as 12 rounds. You know what I mean? And the rest I gave to Loma. I gave a full analysis of my breakdown of each round and stuff like that. So it's like a little 15-minute video. But anyway, but as far as the rematch, I'll tell you like this, man. No need for a rematch. They you know, when you sign a contract, I feel like that means something. They signed the contract without a rematch clause, so no need for a rematch. You know, they both want to go different directions in their career anyway. So be it. There's
no need for a rematch.
No need. I will say this though, man. I think that when it comes to things like you know, quote unquote undisputed, I think that we should bring back the old school rule of 15 rounds. Because you got 2. It might be a little controversial. You got 2 elite figers. You know what I mean, that made it to the status of 4 belts at a time. I think that we should, you know, it should be understood that, you know, you guys are on a level that deserves something past the championship rounds. We're talking about undisputed rounds, 13 to 15. Because how different would that fight have been if these guys would have fought in the 80s and had to fight 15 rounds?
Yeah. Well, you think that Lomachenko would have won? He was on the ascendancy. You think that would have favored Lomachenko?
Well, anything I say about that would just be, me just
Speculation.
Speculating, you know what I'm saying? It'll be all speculation. You know what I'm saying? But I would say that I think that it would tell a better story. Because what would have happened if Hearns and Leonard would have fought in 2020 with 12 rounds? Leonard wouldn't be the man he is today.
Mm-hmm.
That was early in his career, man, when he fought Hearns for the first time.
Yeah. So you're talking about undisputed. Is Lopez undisputed?
Well, let me ask you this question, Ralphie. If he's undisputed, is there any confusion or is there any muddiness in the waters about anybody even saying that he's not undisputed? I don't even want to come out and say it. I'm gonna ask you: have you heard any inkling of people saying that he may not be undisputed?
Well, I don't know. I'm just asking the question. I haven't really been on. I haven't really been.
Ears to the street like that. No, come on.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Come on, man. You trying to sell me a horse in Delaware, man?
No, man. I'm just throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not just to you. It's to the people in the chat.
I know that's right.
And who do you believe is the franchise now? Who is the franchise right about now? Not just to you, but to everybody listed. Who is the franchise lightweight?
Well, the franchise champion, whoever Suleiman say is the franchise champion, no matter what. Now I'm gonna give it to you like this, Ralphie, man. Look, we talk about, you know what I'm saying, these belts are they come with the understanding of, you know, these belts, you know, have great glory, but they also have great responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like you got obligations for every world title. You know what I'm saying? Mandatories are what legitimizes the belt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If anybody can get a franchise belt, because they never said that you had to be a champion to get a belt. Not they didn't say that you didn't, but I'm just saying though, the words are really ambiguous for a reason. You know what I'm saying? The franchise, all that stuff, we don't need that in boxing, man. Boxing needs one champion, and I so want to embrace Teofimo Lopez for being undisputed, but honestly, I cannot say that he's undisputed because it was a man out there named Devin Haney who was elevated to full world champion due to the fact that the current champion belt holder at the time was supposed to fight him and he didn't. And we all know that the rules are, if you don't see your mandatory, you know, if you don't see a mandatory, and you can lose your belt.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So if you could lose that bet because of consequences, you know what I'm saying? So like if he didn't fight him and he chose to fight somebody else, you know, there's no reason for them to actually legitimately take the full title away from Devin Haney.
Say that again.
There was no real legitimate reason for them to pull the full world title away from Devin Haney. There was no legitimate reason. He even defended it.
He was injured. Was he not? He was injured. That's why they took it.
How long was he injured?
Well, I don't know. He was injured for what, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months?
Come on, man. You know they ain't quick enough to strip somebody for an injury. These guys are injured all the time.
It was quick. But
let's not even bring up Keith Thurman. WBC.
Yeah, he was out for long. What, 2 years?
How long did it take for them to strip him of his WBC belt?
Yeah, it wasn't 2 months. That's for sure. You know what I mean? So I think, look, man, it's some. I'm not even mad. It is what it is. I actually would have said that Lomachenko would have been undisputed, could have been undisputed because he did win the belt, and it looked like that he was pretty much playing by the rules of the sanctioning body. Okay, you said I'm franchise now. We pull that out your hiney. Okay, cool. You pull that out your hiney. That's cool. I play by the rules, and okay, I'm this now. Fine. But guess what? Lomachenko isn't the one who snatched the belt away from Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? The WBC, the sanctioning body, they're the ones who did it. You know? Yeah. Without due process. Okay. So let's have a quick look into the chat. See what they're saying. Okay. So Wild Salmon from the Highlands of Scotland only, says James Jameson. Highlands of Scotland. Don't they have salmon in Alaska, James? You're telling me they don't have salmon in Alaska? Alaskan salmon? I don't know, James. I don't know. I don't know. Loma fight makes more night. Does it though? Does it though? Because I think if it does make money, there'll be a rematch. If it don't, then it won't. It's gonna come down to the Mo night. Let's have a look. No way was that fight a draw. Well, I had 2 points. I had 2 points in favor of Lopez. Let's have a look. The Gucci Kid up in the building. Teo first 8 rounds and the 12th. Well, damn, yeah, that's a lot of rounds. I
First
mean,
8 rounds is ridiculous, man. This cat, he can't get no real commentary to the fight talking like that, man.
Well,
that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not even mad because I'm keep it real with you, man. I won $500 on betting on Teofimo Lopez. I'm not tripping off that. I just want to see a great fight. I just love boxing. I just want to play by the rules that we all agree that the rules are.
So why did you bet on Lopez when you wanted Lomachenko to win?
I bet on Lopez. I didn't necessarily want Lomachenko to win. I analyzed and looked at it and said, I think that Loma is probably gonna win because I just bet on experience. You know what I'm saying? As far as from a fight fan, but as far as the gambler, the odds are so good. I mean, like, I'm not saying that I never thought that Loma was heads and feet over Teofimo Lopez. No way. I never thought that. I thought it was a pretty good chance that the young guy could edge it out on the veteran. It's possible. So and the odds they were saying to that, hell yeah, I'll take that to take the odds. I'll throw a little bit of change out there and get me a little knockback. That's what's up. It's about separating your emotions from actual logic, and that's what I had the ability to do. So I'm not no Loma fan. I am a Loma fan because I'm a Loma. He's a great fighter. I'm a Teofimo Lopez fan because he's a fighter. I'm a fan of boxing. The point is, man, to be completely impartial, I looked at it and I called it a tie. I'll leave it at that.
Well, I had Teofimo Lopez. I had him winning 1 through till 7. 7 was close because that's when Lomachenko started to realize. Well, he knew it was a halfway mark. Halfway mark was the 6th round, and he must have gone back to his corner at the end of the 6th, and his dad must have got into him and said, "Okay, we got to start now." Lomachenko, I believe Lomachenko was waiting it out, waiting for Lopez's power to fade, and then he was going to take him to school. But he waited until the 7th round, so that was 6 rounds already gone. He waited till the halfway mark, and maybe he thought, right now, I'm just going to take him out. But no, Lopez had other ideas. But in the 7th round was rough. The 7th, if my memory serves me right, the 7th round was rough because that's when Loma put his foot down, and instead of doing the Ukrainian national dance around the ring, backing off, circling with his back to the ropes at all times through the 1st round up until the 7th, Lomachenko stepped forward. He stepped up. He knew that now was the time, and. But he met resistance. Loma wasn't finished. Lopez still had some zingers in him. So that was a toughly contested round, if memory serves me right. The 7th round, but then it was in the 8th round when Lomachenko really came through and started putting that heat under Lopez. Started putting that whooping under him. And 8th round, Lomachenko. 9th round, Lomachenko. 10th round, Lomachenko. 11th round, Lomachenko. It looked like there was a possibility that Lomachenko might stop Teofimo Lopez. Lopez was fading at this point. And then we went into the 12th round, and I think I said it live. I covered the last few rounds. I woke up and I thought, I might as well just go live. I'm glad I did. And I said in the live show, in the 12th round, I said, I said it live, whoever wins this round wins the fight. That was according to my thoughts because I hadn't totted up my scorecard yet. But so I was just going from the way the fight looked to me without the actual mathematics. I always do the mathematics after the final bell. I don't tot up my scores until the final bell, so I don't know who I've got winning on my card until the final bell. I think that's how the judge is supposed to do it too. They just mark that particular round and then they hand the card over each round. So it's not a question of keeping track. I don't feel a need to keep track of the actual scorecard. I just write down the scorecard, who I think won that individual round, and I don't know who's ahead on points on my card. I don't know who has won on my card until the very end when I do the totting up. But before looking at the card, I felt that whoever won the 12th round won the fight. That's how it looked like to me. So I do believe it was close. And if Lomachenko had won the 12th round, which on my scorecard he did not, if Lomachenko had won the final round, in my mind, looking at it with my plain eye, with the naked eye, I would have felt that it was a draw. But when I went back to my scorecards, even if Lomachenko had won the last round, then Lopez was still a one, because he was 2 points ahead, having won the 12th. Had he lost the 12th, he would have been a 1 point ahead. So either way, on my scorecard, Lopez won. But I can't understand. I do believe it was a close fight, closer than many people believe it to be. To me, it was a close fight. But Lopez, on my scorecard, won by 2 points, equals 2 rounds. Gucci Kid, stripping. No draw. Does a rematch make money? Well, he's got other options, you see. He's got other options. He was talking about moving up before the fight. So, it's a legitimate thing. But I do have to ask the question, is a rematch, does Lomachenko a rematch? Have to ask the question. And I want people in the chat to put their responses down, yay or nay. Rematch, yay. No rematch, nay. If you could do that now, I'll do a tally. Okay, so let me get into the rest of the chat. I'll get back to you, Bud, in a second. I gave the first 7 and the 12th. Yes, that's exactly how I had it. I did give Lomachenko the second round, probably unfairly, because he only pretty much came out with a flurry towards the end. So it's probably unfair of me to give him the second round, Lomachenko the second round, but I did. Fairly or unfairly, on reflection, I don't really think he won that second round.
I gotta say this. That's the same round when his old lady was holding her mouth like, "Oh, adios mio." You know what I'm saying? When Loma went in his mouth at the end of the round, you feel me? But I didn't score that for Loma. I scored that for. I scored it for Lopez because it's 3 minutes in the round, and a lot of stuff is going on.
Yes, I agree. Absolutely. We've got Spence calling out Canelo now. Spence? I think Spence just needs to get through. His next fight with what's that guy's name? What's the guy's name who's Spence fighting?
Danny Garcia.
He needs to get through the Garcia fight. Damn, he's only just started sparring back. And that's mighty ambitious. Yeah.
So, Rafa, do you mess with Terrence Crawford?
Terrence Crawford, yes, I do.
All right, just curious. I didn't know how y'all perceive him over there in the UK.
Well, I mean, from a personal perspective, I see him as the top. I see him as the top guy. In that division. I see him as the top guy in the division. I see him as better than Errol Spence, although I like Errol Spence. But what's the holdup? You know what I mean? What's the holdup? Why are you talking about Canelo when you got another man in your same division? Why not go on this? And as a matter of fact, I saw this getting off track for a couple of seconds, but I'll get back on track in a second. But I saw this other channel. This other channel talking about why is Errol Spence not a franchise guy? Well, surely you have to clean up. Surely it would make sense for him to clean up his division. Surely there's a guy in the way stopping him from being franchised. And if he wants to be franchised, not to say that he does, but does he not need to see Terence Crawford before any talk of that? He needs to go see Terence Crawford first. Okay, so we got bring back the championship rounds 13 to 15. Totally agree. Damn. These guys these days, are they conditioned for 15? I think Loma would have gone 15, definitely. But I don't know about Lopez. I don't know if Lopez was ready for the 15, even though he did make a massive resurgence in the 12th, and that was a show of character. Took some character to do that. But people are liking the idea of the undisputed rounds, yes. Yes, people are liking the idea of the disputed round. Yeah, is Lopez the franchise guy now? Is he the franchise champion now? Or is Lomachenko still the franchise guy? What the hell is going on? 13 to 15 is the real shizzle. Trying to jump on, but someone I love is in the hospital. Go with the loved one. Go with the loved one. Every time. Every time. The Red Glove Militant. Absolutement. Okay. Who's on the panel? It's me and Saif Bud. There we go. Yes, chopping it up. Where are we? Scrolling down. Gucci Kid says Teofimo is off to 140. Loma can fight Devin. Dime. Saif Bud, who you got in a fight versus Loma and Devin?
All right, a fight between Devin and Lomachenko?
Yeah. Who you got?
Oh, I don't know, man. It's a lot of unanswered questions about Devin Haney, so I don't know. He's still young. The way he looked last year ain't gonna be how he looked this year because a year at that age make a world of a difference. I don't know.
That'll be an interesting one. Yeah. Let me see what's going on.
Hey, bro, I got to load this truck for a second. I'm just gonna listen in the back for a second.
Yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool in the gang. Okay, so, where are we? Kieran Betts up in the building. Where are we? Tio nearly got him out of there in the 12th. Yeah, but there was a few times that Lomachenko looked like he had Lopez in trouble when he came back. When he started to actually fight. From the 7th round up to the 11th, there was a few times that it looked like we might be looking at the end of the fight. We can't disregard that. Don't get it twisted. And let's raise the point. Yeah, let's raise the point now. On the Friday show, was it the Friday show? Yeah, the Friday show. I made my pick, and my pick was Lopez. So that was my pick, and I got it right. But I thought there was a very, very strong chance that I would end up with egg on my face. But as you can see, there's no egg on the face. I made the right pick. I picked Lopez. Okay. The referee giving Lomachenko breathers. Tio had him hurt bad in the 12th. Last 20 seconds, the ref stepped in because of the cut. That was a mad step in. That was crazy. There was no need for that step in. Lopez was doing some real good work. Hurt Lomachenko to the body. And the referee stepped in. That was highly unnecessary with like about 10 seconds to go. Didn't he hear the clapper? Had the clapper gone? I had Lopez winning. I had Loma winning the 2nd, 7th, and 11th. I had Loma winning the 2nd, 7th, and 11th. I was expecting a draw. What, by winning 3 rounds? A draw for winning 3 rounds? Surely you jest, sir. Yes, yes, yes. Frank the French up in the building. Ha! Spence mentioned everybody but Crawford. Yeah, that's no good. You gotta face Crawford. Loma got Francis. What? Loma got Francis for winning a franchise, for winning a vacant belt. Spence beat the champion Porter. Not that Spence deserves it too, though. What's going on here? Lopez looked malnourished at the weigh-in, where he looked way bigger than Loma at the fight. What do you think the weight difference was between Lopez and Loma on the day? Well, I don't know. Lopez didn't look really too big to me. He didn't look, people talking about he was going to come in massively bigger. He didn't look massively bigger than Lopez to me. But like I said, I mean, I'd have to rewatch the fight. I haven't rewatched the fight.
I can say one thing about that, Ralphie. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Lopez got a bigger frame, man. So if you look at his shoulders, like, you know what I'm saying, his shoulders and his chest is bigger than Loma's. Loma's kind of shaped funny too. He kind of got like really big back muscles and narrow shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, maybe, I think the bone structure is really what the weight is. And if you think about it too, you know, Loma should look more muscular, more muscular. You know what I'm saying? Coming into that fight with Lopez, because he's putting on muscle weight, and Tio is actually trying to keep his weight down. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you know, you're not really seeing the biggest Teofimo you're gonna see.
Yes. That makes sense. What do you reckon to the Lewis Ritson fight, Raf? The garbage from the judges was a disgrace. Give us a bad name in the UK. Terry O'Connor should be sacked. Well, we've got a whole section. We've got a whole section coming up on that one. So that is definitely on the menu. No crow for me. I got it right. But a lot of people have egg on their faces. OMG. 7 to 11, not 7 and 11. Okay, what did you say before? Let me scroll back. I had Loma winning the 2nd and 7th. Oh, I got you. I read it wrong. And the 2nd and the 7th to the 11th. Okay, well, I did have Loma winning. I did mark down for Loma winning the 2nd, but on reflection, I don't think he did. But I did have him down for the 2nd, and I had him down from 8 to 11. So the difference on our scorecards there is the 7th round. You gave it to Loma. I gave that to Lopez. Yeah, so very close. I think it was very, very close. Okay, what's going on here? Is Lopez well, that's what the question I'm asking. He can't be the franchise champion now, because I guess that would have to be awarded to him by the guy you see on the bottom right of the screen. Hold on, he's still blocked off. Let me unblock him for a second. That guy there, bottom right of the screen. He would have to, I guess he's the guy who hands out the designation. But Mauricio Suleiman comes into the show a little bit later on. In fact, probably quite soon. Okay, I just want to get through this. Chat section here. Terry O'Connor was playing Snake on his Nokia. I used to have one of those Nokias, and I used to play Snake on the Nokia. Yeah, we're coming up. We're getting into that. No question about it. Okay, so yeah, we got to the bottom of the chat. Okay, so what are we saying now?
All right, I'm with it.
Yeah. So okay, so I don't know. I guess I have to give my verdict. I have to give my opinion on this thing. I believe that Lomachenko for all his accomplishments. I believe that he deserves a rematch, just like any other champion deserves a rematch. It's not as if he got battered. It's not as if Lomachenko got battered. It was a very close fight. He didn't show up until the 7th round, but that's on him. But regardless, nonetheless, it was a very close fight, and I don't see how Loma can walk away without giving Lomachenko a rematch. Saif Bud.
Well, can I put my tinfoil boxing gloves on real quick and make my conspiracy theory?
Go ahead.
All right, man. So check this out. Loma being the team player, man. You know what I'm saying? Top rank. They two leading guys coming out of the welterweight division and the lightweight division. Also happen to be pound for pound best on the list, on many people's lists. You know what I'm saying? But neither one of them are garnering enough attention to get to get that money for Top Rank and ESPN. You know what I'm saying? So they like, yo, we didn't gave Loma a chance. You know what I'm saying? He ain't bringing the people in like that in America to the American audience. On top of that, Bob Arum even let him go over to the zone to get money. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, so he can get money, but hey, we can't get money with him per se. We gotta switch him out. You know what I'm saying? So they switching out Loma for the new blood. You know what I'm saying? The cool kid from Brooklyn, the Hungarian giant, Teofimo Lopez.
Hungarian or Honduras?
Well, yeah, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got it. But you know what I'm saying? So hey, he's young blood, man. He got a star appeal. You know, he does flips in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of upside to him. You know what I'm saying? So his potential is on the way up, and Lomas is on the way down. Even though Loma looks like he's still a pretty damn good fighter.
Yeah.
So he might as well take it for the team. Go back down, get a real money fight with Gervonta Davis at 130, and see what crack there.
Where are we? Where aren't we? Frank the French says Vasquez easily won, mate. He was robbed big time. Okay, we're talking about that fight over here in the UK. But anyway, before I get to that, I gotta give my opinion on this Lomachenko rematch. The rematch. Lomachenko wants the rematch. And I'm asking the people in the chat, does Lomachenko deserve a rematch? I asked before, didn't really get no responses, I don't think, or maybe one or two. But yeah, at your leisure, people, write in the chat. Do you think Lomachenko deserves a rematch? Me, I think he does. Of course he does. In my opinion, it's a no-brainer. Of course he deserves a rematch. When does a champion who fought for the second half of the fight, at least, fought valiantly, was putting it on the young kid, putting it on him, looked like he was going to get Lomachenko out of there, in part due to Lomachenko's fatigue, because he was fatigued coming into those last rounds. What, the 9, 10, 11, 12, the last third of the fight. Yeah. Yes, why not? Says Tone. Why not? Mara says, I agree, Philip. I didn't give him a round through the first 7. Oh, yeah. Where are we here? JJ says, I know I was watching the fight. Oh, talking about Vasquez. Okay. I reckon it's worth it. He's given a lot to the sport. Quick turnaround. Let's do it. The punts gave AJ his rematch. Hey, the punts. They had to threaten the punts with court action. Eddie Hearn had to threaten the punts with court action to get him in the damn ring. We're the A side now. Remember that? Punts thought he was the A side just because he won a fight. Okay, so Saif Bud, riddle me this.
Well, no.
Riddle me this. When the when the Ponce lost, when the Ponce won, when the Ponce beat Joshua, he had to rematch him. Why does Lopez not have to rematch Lomachenko?
I can answer that question. But first, the Ponce. Who the hell is the Ponce?
Andreas the Ponce Ruiz. The Ponce is his middle name.
Oh, word. Okay, that's what's up. Yo, but check it out, man. I feel like Loma is not deserving of a rematch because it's not in the contract. You know, they knew what they were signing when they went in there. You know what I mean? And that was the agreement of the fight. So, you know, I mean, if he gave him a rematch, it don't mean that he deserved it. If anything, if he wants one, and Teofimo gave him another chance, then you know he doing him a solid. He just being a stand up guy. But if you really want to be stand up, he can go ahead and fight Devin Haney or move up. You know, if he gonna claim undisputed, then go clean up the rest of the people who have a claim out for the WBC belt. Then fight Loma for undisputed again if that's how you feel.
Okay, and in comes a guy called Carlos Ray Norris. I have no idea who this is going to be, but in comes. Come on in, Carlos Ray Norris.
It's your boy, Carlos Ray Norris. Everybody thought my name was Chuck, but it's Carlos. This is the Red Glove Militant. How is it going, Raphael Dawkins? Yes, yes, yes.
I am very well. The Red Glove Militant, I have no idea who it might be, but I did have a little idea it could possibly be the Red Glove Militant. How are you today, Red Glove Militant? How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, I have a loved one that's in the hospital, so I just visited them and I'm leaving. But I wanted to at least come by, show some love. I knew you was talking about the fight from Saturday. I have some egg on my face, but I eat my crow like a man,
Absolutely. You eat your crow with your bare hands. With the bare hands. Don't need no knife and fork. Just get that thing down.
Well, let me say this, all right? Yeah. Crow, you can marinate it, you can season it, but sour grapes will always taste like sour grapes. So it's better just to eat the crow.
Eat the crow. So Red Glove, you watched the fight. You watched the fight on Saturday, no doubt, presumably. I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
Yeah, sorry. You watched the Loma Lopez.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah. Give me a take on it.
My take is that Loma, I think he was fighting very scared in the beginning. He was very defensive in the beginning of the fight. The first round, I don't think he threw a single punch. I think that he thought he was going to be able to figure out Lopez by the end of the fourth or fifth round, but he found himself going into round 8 not really being able to figure out his opponent. And when you're that far behind, you got to do something. So he says he feels he won the fight, but here's the thing. That 12th round, to me, it looked like he was going for a TKO. Because I think deep down inside, he knew that was the only way he could win. Mathematically, he couldn't get it on the cards, unless there was a robbery. And here's the thing, Raph, I picked Loma to win, but I never want to see a man get robbed in that ring. So the right man, his hand was raised. Teofimo Lopez is the man at 135 pounds. I bend the knee. I am humble. I eat my crow because it's good for the soul. And at the end of the day, I still win because boxing got the boxing match that we needed.
Yeah. 100%. I think this was the fight. This was the fight. This was the fight. Is this been the fight of the pandemic? Has this been the best fight during the pandemic?
Absolutely not. It's been the biggest fight, but it ain't been the best.
What's the best fight?
If I had to, I mean, obviously the Zepeda Ivan Barashnik fight was the best fight to me. That shit was bananas.
Yeah, that was That definitely that was up there for real.
Yeah, I mean, White and Povetkin was a good fight too, but I definitely gotta give it to Zepeda and Barashnik. Them cats is going in.
Yeah, I think
I agree.
Yeah. I think it has to go to them, Zepeda and Branicek. Yeah. I agree with that.
Can I say one thing about last night's card, though?
Absolutely.
The card overall?
Yeah.
I think, or not last night's card, the other night, but they had something for everyone, okay? So, first, Berlanga. That was for the people who like to see a man just destroy another man.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Berlanga fight. He's he did it again. Berlanga did it again.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I will say this: he needs to step up in the competition, though. Yeah. Like for that card, I think that was the right fight for that card because, like I said, that allowed it to be something for everybody. Because just real quick, the Sucedo fight, that one was like a nice, good action fight. Nobody went down or anything, but there was a lot of action, And then the main event was a good chess match. But back to Berlanga, he really he went in there, he made it look easy. He got a little hype, probably said a word that he shouldn't have said on national TV, but we can forgive him for that. But he was really and you know what? You can tell his trainer is tough on him because he stops the guy, and this guy who's never been stopped before. And then he goes to his corner. What does his trainer do? He's like, "You messed up. You need to do push-ups." So he's there doing push-ups right there in the ring. You could tell his trainer is not easy on him. And I like him. I can't wait to see more. I just hope he fights better competition, in the very near future.
Yeah. Yes. I agree with that. Berlanga taking out another guy. I think he's taken out every guy in the first round. Every guy he's faced, Berlanga has taken out in the first round.
That's the Puerto Rican kid, right?
Yeah.
All right, how old is he? How many fights he got?
I think he's about what? Early. I don't know how old he is. I don't want to guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how old he is either. I've been hearing people talk about him. Yeah. But this is the first time I actually gotten to actually sit down and watch him.
Yeah. Yeah. Young guy.
He's at like 160, 168, right?
Yeah, he's 168. And in fact, I kind of threw this out there in other lives, but I could kind of see a situation where him and Canelo could be in a very similar kind of fight as Loma and Lopez, because he's the younger guy. This guy is like scary, knocking everybody out, and Canelo is like more experienced. I could see them being in a very similar fight. I'm not saying he would beat Canelo, but I think I would like to see that fight down the line.
Yeah, down the line. Berlanga's got a lot to prove before he gets to that level. But so far, so good. Okay, so I think we've chopped up the Loma situation. I want to see the rematch, but is Lopez obligated to give it? I'll leave that out there. It seems like people are conflicted on that one. Not many clear answers, but let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on in the chat. This fight wasn't very entertaining, but very big and very meaningful. Yeah. Was I entertained? I was entertained. It was a chess match. I was entertained by the chess match. I do like chess matches, so I was highly entertained. But I hear what you're saying. If it was just two other guys with different names, who fought that way, they might feel differently. But there wasn't two other guys. It was Lomachenko and Lopez, side by
If, if you were looking for Rocky 3, you weren't going to get it in that fight.
Yeah,
right.
that's why I said since we up there making franchise belts now, they might as well go ahead and add on some rounds to these undisputed bouts, or even unified bouts, even maybe. But I would say undisputed because I think it'll bring more allure to undisputed. Add them 15 rounds all together. Add the 3 more rounds and put the 15-round bouts together, man. I think that'll be really good for the sport, and it'll add another element, and just bring something new and incredible to the game.
Yes. Interesting proposal. And with that, I think we've wrapped up the Loma talk. And so, where are we heading next? Where are we heading next? Okay, so, yeah, let me get this up on the screen. Let me readjust my screen. Okay, I'm gonna share this. Boom. 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 Pow. Okay, so should have, yeah, that's right. Okay, so we're talking about, there was a story. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't be. Let's go the whole hug on this one. Let me go the whole hug on this one and pull up where is it in Twitter? Where is it? Let me see if I can find this in real time, in good time. Let's see my local. Oh, boom. Okay, so where is this? So I should be able to scroll up. I should be able. Oh, the tweet was deleted. How convenient. But let me share that anyway. Let me share it anyway. Bring that down and bring this up. Okay, so there was a tweet. It's very small, but okay. There was a tweet yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Let me get this bigger. There was a tweet yesterday that said that Pulev had pulled out of the Joshua fight with an injured hand, and as you can see there, I think you can see there, it says that the author. This tweet was deleted. This tweet was deleted by the tweet author. Okay, so that was deleted, but he was definitely a tweet, and claiming to be from Michael Benson, the sports journalist, and has a very reputable name. So a lot of people fell for it. I went over there and came across this tweet. And a response by Johnny Yu saying, "Is this the real Benson or a fake account?" My response was, fake. The real one has 65,000 followers. This guy only had 10K. So that's how I knew it was fake. Some people fell for it. 10K followers must be real. No. It's like 55K shout. Got done with the fake Hearn and the fake Warren accounts before. Yes. So there was much talk and much speculation. People thought the fight was off, but it actually wasn't. There is no change in the status. The fight is still on. And Kubrat Pulev. What did he say? Kubrat Pulev issues statement responding to controversy after Anthony Joshua Tan remark. Okay, for those who don't know, Kubrat Pulev made a statement saying that, what did he say? He said, yes, well, Anthony Joshua, he has a better tan than me. And that caused some kind of outcry because it seemed to be out of context with everything else. So what happened? At a press conference, At a press conference in his home country earlier this week, Pulev said of Anthony Joshua, his strengths, I'd say he has a very powerful punch, undeniably. What are his other strengths? His 10 is better than mine. Okay, so the remark provoked some backlash and suggestion of racism. Pulev, former opponent Derek Chisora, said he should apologize for his silly comments. Where are we? Now Pulev has issued the following statement. I would never, under any circumstances, allow myself to show disrespect to another human being on racial, ethnic, or religious grounds. That is what I've been teaching my little nephews all of the time. Okay, there's two side buds. There's two side buds. Are we in the matrix? Are we in the matrix?
I dropped off and came back up, so I'm not sure what that's all about.
Which one is the real side bud? Which one? Okay, it's the one that's not. It's the one that's not muted. So okay,
yeah, you can drop that one.
We can drop that one off. Okay, so that's what I've been teaching my little nephews all of the time. Each of us is born. Each of us is born. Each of us is born equal on this earth with equal rights, and skin color is completely irrelevant. I can't believe how my words about Anthony Joshua have been taken out of context. It never even occurred to me to discredit another sportsman because of the color of his skin. Where are we now? Where are we now?
Hey, I think I agree with Pulev. I think he do got a better 10. Oh man, I'm gonna let you finish the article, man. I'm gonna be quiet.
What does he say here? Amongst my friends, there are people of different races and ethnicities. They are all great and worthy people, as well as my very good and long-standing friends whom I respect and love. It is 2020, and I very much hope that people would stop this small-mindedness and that human beings would evolve intellectually to realize the truly valuable human qualities in this world are not manifested externally, but through the power of the human spirit and the virtues we carry within ourselves. Therefore, if somebody has been offended by my words, I hope they would try to understand exactly what I meant by them. And if they cannot understand me, then accept my sincerest apology. Okay, so those were the words from Kubrat Pulev in relation to his comments, saying that one of Anthony Joshua's strengths was his tan. Saif Bud.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I mean, I'm not offended by him saying something like that. I mean, it wasn't even like, I don't know. It wasn't. I mean, it was obviously racially charged, but like, what's the problem with bringing up race? It's not a big deal. I mean, I'm pretty sure Anthony Joshua was comfortable with who he is. I mean, what's the big deal? You know what I mean? So me personally, I didn't really take offense to it. And even when fighters do say racist things or racially charged things, I mean, honestly, man, okay, well, you know, they fighting words anyway. So you finna go in there with somebody who you know what I'm saying, who might feel a certain way about that. He finna go scrap you up anyway. So I mean, like, okay, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like, apologies. I mean, if I'm really offended about something and the person says something intentionally, an apology doesn't really mean anything to me, you know. Mm-hmm. So I don't get it. But I wasn't offended by a statement. I think it's just a sign of the generation that, you know, political correctness and all stuff like that. Maybe they just want to be careful with the things he says. But I mean, I ain't tripping.
I ain't tripping. I don't know what Kubrat. I don't know. It was out of context. I don't know what Kubrat Pulev's intentions were. And I guess we may never know. But he has addressed it, and quite eloquent words. I don't know if they were his own words, but they were very, very eloquent and moving. So whether what his intentions were, we may never know. But His following statement was, I'll give him points for eloquence. Okay, so Raf, take a screenshot. Yeah, I got it, mate. I got it, mate. Where aren't we? The no rematch is on Team Loma. It was their contract. Where are we now? Pulev versus AJ is still on. The fight is off, people. I hope. Concentrate only on Pulev. Nothing more, nothing less. Ruiz is a wake-up call. I hope AJ teaches him a lesson for what he says about AJ's skin color. Yeah, well, that's the flip side of the coin. There's two sides of the coin, and that's the other side of the coin. I can't wait for AJ and Pulev. Yeah, I can't wait. Where is it now? Where are we now? October, November, December, couple of months, and boom, it is on. Yeah, okay. So that's the AJ. AJ, contrary to what you may have heard, there is no hand injury. AJ versus Pulev is still very much on.
Who you like in that fight? Ralphie?
I like the champion in that fight. I like the champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Definitely.
Let's go, champ.
Did you see Pulev's last fight? I think it was on Top Rank.
Did I see it? I don't know if I watched that.
He fought a fat black dude. I forgot dude's name.
No, I didn't see it. No.
He like somebody you see in the barbershop. Straight up.
Well, you know, why risk it if you know you're in line? Why risk it? Boom, you know. He's secured the championship fight now. He's going to be making some long money now. He's going to be getting some of that AJ money.
And AJ, I'm going to say like this, man. AJ is a real champion, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? He fight all his obligations, his mandatories. You know what I'm saying? He meets all his obligations. You know what I'm saying? I don't trip about, you know what I'm saying, about him being him having an L on his record. I mean, I think that's you know, it's an experience. You know what I'm saying? You can learn from losses. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And you know, he definitely he definitely had an evolution to his fighting knowledge and, you know, skill and just, you know, all his attributes, man. He maximized himself, man, and I think he did a real great job at his career, especially starting late. You know, I think he has a real good approach to, you know, how he takes on boxing. I think he takes on the whole lifestyle as a champion very seriously, and he's real dedicated to it. So I rock with him.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Okay, so we've got through that one. AJ versus Pulev, people, is still on. It's very much on, contrary to what you may have heard. Okay, so we got through that one. What we got left? Remember, we're here for a good time, not for a long time. Where are we now? Where are we now? Let me have a look on the list. Where is it now? Where is it now? AJ, we've covered Loma. We've covered AJ versus Pulev update. And oh yeah. We talked about Edgar Berlanga. And there's a couple of big juicy ones left.
Man, go for it.
Let's go for it. Let's do this. Which one first? Yes. I know which one comes first. So let me get this up on the screen. Let me share with you. Hold on a second. Let me just take care of this right here. Don't want to do that. Leave that there. Okay, let's share it. Let's get it up. Boom. Okay, so the WBC. Yo, Scythe Bud, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one because I've got some news, breaking news.
What? I'm looking at this. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, breaking news. Mauricio Suleiman has come up with what I have called the Deontay Wilder weight division. So, what is the Deontay Wilder weight division? Well, let's get into it. Okay, so the WBC creates a new 224-pound division.
He gotta be stopped, man. Suleiman gotta be stopped, man.
Well, listen, let's check out the article. Let's just take a little couple of snippets from the article. Okay, so WBC president El Presidente Mauricio Suleiman has revealed that the WBC has created a new weight class at 224 pounds and changed the cruiserweight limit of 200 pounds to 190 pounds. Mauricio hasn't yet given a name to the new 224-pound division. He says that will be revealed later. Okay, so Suleiman says that the WBC felt that the new 224-pound division was needed because of the increasing size of heavyweights, some of whom are now weighing 250 to 270 pounds. By creating a new 224-pound division, the smaller heavyweights that lack the size to compete against the giant 250 guys, can compete against guys their own size, according to Mauricio Suleiman. So Suleiman reckons that the WBC move in lowering the cruiserweight limit from 200 pounds to 190 will make it easier for fighters at a light heavyweight to move up to cruiserweight to compete instead of needing to go up to 25 pounds. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look at this. Let's get to the key points here. Saif Bud, you want to say something? Come on in.
This is a family show, man. That's why I'm happy I just went on mute, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I'm just happy I went on mute, man, because I had a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, bad things to say about Suleiman, man, for this, man.
Well,
now, let me say why this is some nonsense, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the language. I'm gonna tell you like this. Let me tell you something, man. At the end of the day, he messing with history right now, man. It's always been heavyweights has been extra big and stuff like that. It might not have been a whole bunch of them, but they was always in existence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what if after you get over a certain limit, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Heavyweight, it is what it is. After you get over 200 pounds, you a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We don't got super heavyweights. Don't put something in the middle of the heavyweight division. Okay, if you're gonna add something, add a super heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? Where it caps off or something like that. Don't go in the middle between heavyweight and cruiserweight and do that. You messing with history at this point, man. It's like, it's cats that be the same size as Evander Holyfield who will not be considered heavyweights. What world are we living in? Like what kind of okay, you know what? I would say that I'll go so far to say this, man. All right, if there's ever been a time that a sanctioning body delegitimized themselves, it's right now. WBC don't need to be recognized in undisputed, you know what I'm saying, unified, sanctioning bodies anymore. They shouldn't be recognized. They should be down with the IBO. And if they pull IBO up and drop WBC, man. They created a franchise world title belt that says a champion don't gotta act like a champion. And now Suleiman want to come in and put in a weight class between cruiserweight of all things and heavyweight. What has been historically considered a heavyweight will no longer be a heavyweight, and it won't even be a proper metric if you compare these guys to the future heavyweights in the future. You know what? WBC, that belt should have stayed in the trash when Riddick Bowe threw it in there years ago.
The green belt supposed to be the more prestigious belt, but I'm afraid to say the the WBC, they appear to be covering themselves in dishonor rather than honor. It's yeah, I agree with a lot of what you say. Create a super heavyweight, a new division, super heavyweight, but don't interfere with the heavyweight division. Create a superweight or heavyweight, or even cut it off at 260. The UFC have a cutoff for heavyweights at 265. Cut it off at 265. Anything above that comes in the new weight category. That preserves the lineage of each of the weight divisions, the more established weight divisions.
He a cancer, man. He a straight tumor, man. He a tumor sitting on the lung of boxing, man. Get Suleiman out of here, man, and take the WBC with him, man. Like that's gross, man. I'm done. I'm going on mute for a second.
Oh dear. Yeah, maybe they should have a chubby weight. Maybe they should have a chubby weight. The WBC make more belts than Debenhams. That's I don't know if they have Debenhams anywhere outside of the UK, so I don't know what's the equivalent in America to Debenhams. I don't know. I don't know. It's a shop, big store.
I never heard of them.
Yeah, big store. You know, better than not a cut range price. Good. Known for good solid whatever. Where?
They're like J.C. Penney's in America.
Yeah, J.C. Penney's. Yeah, I've heard of J.C. Penney's. I was looking for a name like that. Yeah, like J.C. Penney's in America. Debenhams would be the J.C. Penney's of America. Yes.
I'm cracking up over here for that.
What we got here? Clothes store. Yeah, clothes store. I don't think I've been in there for many years. Didn't even know it still existed. Okay, so so that's Mauricio Suleiman, and I call this the Deontay Wilder division, because Saif Bud, Deontay Wilder could just drop down in that division. It'd fit in there nicely. Wouldn't have to put on 10 pounds to fight Fury.
Look, man, that's not cool, bro. None of this is good. None of this is okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but I'm just saying, your man's there over there. Your man's there. He could just drop down and get his belt back in the new cruiserweight.
I don't play no exceptions for nobody, man. Like, I love the sport. You know what I'm saying? I'm not attached to no boxer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a part of nobody's camp. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, I love boxing, and that's horrible. I hope that the other bodies don't follow suit. You know what I'm saying? And I hope the WBC stick out like a sore thumb for it.
Yeah, they haven't followed suit yet. They've shown no indication of doing so, and in comes Actual Lopez Senior. Hello, Actual Lopez Senior. I think it's El Santos, but let's see.
What's going on, Raph? What hey panel, what's going on?
What up, fam?
The whole across the pond and over the rivers and through the woods, and if you could be there, you should have been there, but you wasn't. Hey, look at me. You see the shoulder? It's moist. It's moist season. It's raining. I'm in Florida. It's a beautiful day.
How are you? Who am I talking to? Is it A Santos?
Yeah, it's me, man. What's up?
How you doing, A Santos? How you doing?
Good. I'm good. What's up, though? What's good?
Yeah, man, it's all good, man. We're doing the Monday thing. You know, we're live over here on the Monday, on the Wednesday, and on the Friday. You know, keeping the people fed. And talking about keeping the people fed, yeah, be sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to go the extra mile, go ahead and hit that share button, and any of the good buttons that you see before you, go ahead, smash them, smash the good buttons. So, hey, Santos, good to have you up in here. Talk to me, my friend. Talk to me. What's on your mind? Talk to me.
Oh, man, you know, it was a good weekend of fights, man, and
yeah, definitely.
You know, some people lost a lot of money, some people won a lot of money, you know, and And I think, you know, the name of your title, you know, should be a rematch. I don't think there's no question there should be a rematch, but at 135, I don't think it's going to be at 135. And I don't know if Lomachenko would go to 140 just to go, you know, it's not going to happen. So it's not going to happen 135. You know, he's going to move up. But yeah, man, it was a good fight. You know, I don't know, you know, I had it initially I had it 9-3, and then as I was rescoring it, then I had an 8-4. Then I was like, you know what, arguing with, you know, Loma supporters and stuff. Well, you got to give him that round. That's a swing round. And he's like, you know what, 7-5, but that's a stretch, man. It's really, for me, it's 8-4, you know, but I was like, 7-5, 7-5. But for me, man, I keep looking at it and I can't, you know, I can't. And it, you know, within me is just saying it's just 8-4, and I'm not trying to be biased, man. I didn't seen it a couple times, and I know I said 7-5 right after that night of, but you know, after watching it about 8 times now, I gotta say, man, it's 8-4, man. A draw
what
now,
four
a draw. I
rounds you
would say,
gave to
man.
Loma?
What for?
What four rounds you gave to Loma?
It was 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I could say without a doubt, shout out with that 8, 9, 10, 11. It's kind of, some people say it's a swing round. And the 9th round, like, Some people say the second round and the 4th round was a swing round. Like, how? No. But hey, man.
Yeah, I gave it 1 through to 7 to Lopez, 8, 9, 10, 11 to Lomachenko, and then the 12th round to Lopez.
Yeah, man, that's how I see it, man. I think the last minute, you know, Lomachenko was doing the 12th round. It looked like Lomachenko was going to go away with it, and I was like, man, this is going to be a real close fight. And had Lomachenko won that 12th round, like hands down, I think it would have been a draw. You know, he needed to put a hurting on Teo and catch him coming in. You know, but just didn't have it in him. You know.
Yeah.
He just looked exhausted. He looked exhausted. He looked wary. You know, he looked wary to the body. You know, the body shots was really, really starting to really affect him.
Absolutely.
And he did his best. And he took a couple of good ones to the chin. Now Lomachenko has a fucking beard. You know.
Yeah, easy with the four-letter words. You know. Right. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
But he does have a beard though, and shout out. You know?
Yeah, absolutely more, 100%. It was I thoroughly enjoyed that fight. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great to see. It was great to see a fight of such high caliber. You know, to see the tactics, see the tactics unfold. It was fascinating. It's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. I'll probably watch that fight again after this show because I haven't watched it again since. I haven't had time, been rushed off my feet. But yeah, I definitely want to watch that fight again. Get it up on the big screen.
How many times have you watched it?
I watched it 1 time and 1 time only, and that was on the night.
I got you.
1 time and 1 time only. But you know, I pay very close attention when I'm watching fights, and I didn't have to talk over it. Because I wasn't commentating on the fight, so I could just, you know, focus solely on the fight. And so my scorecard hasn't really changed other than the second round. I was swayed by the commentators.
Oh no, see, I have it on mute.
Yeah, I gave Lomachenko the second round, but on reflection, nah, it's just you can't win around on a flurry. Well,
I mute them out. And then people in the comment section was telling me what's going on with what Andre Ward and them was saying, and all like, okay, it was like I was saying it, you know, while they was punching, I'm like, no crap, had the mute button on, I couldn't hear anything, so.
Hey, do you guys think that Teofimo Lopez really laid down that well of body work in the fight?
I mean, he got him a couple of ones good enough to where he got his respect. And then every time he did go to the body afterwards, even though they were blocked, Loma like really exaggerated on protecting that body, and he would get caught to the head too. That's when he was protecting that body. That's when that was the opportune moment for Teo to catch the head, and he did. But in order to Loma,
if it wasn't a problem, if what Teofimo Lopez was doing, Cypher's dropped off again. If Teofimo Lopez wasn't, hold on, I gotta respond to this message right quick. If what Teofimo Lopez was doing wasn't problematic for Lomachenko, then why did he not engage? Why did he avoid engagement? Why did he avoid engagement if what Lopez was doing was not problematic?
I heard that part. So I mean, obviously, he was the power of Teofimo was definitely an issue, and it was on Loma's mind. When I look at it, but when I look at the actual fight and look at actual punches landed, I don't really look at it like Teo really actually connected with a lot of good body work. To be real with you, not to say that he didn't do enough to win the rounds that he won, but I'm just saying I don't really feel like he really landed that much of a real body attack against Loma, from my eyes at least.
Yeah, from your eyes, but what Loma was doing tells the story, because Loma was in avoidance mode for half of the fight.
Exactly, and that's why he lost rounds. I mean, I wouldn't even argue that. I wouldn't argue that at all, and I wouldn't argue the fact that Loma wasn't conscious of, very conscientious of Teofimo's power during the fight, and I think that he definitely played. He played, excuse my language, he played pussy. You know what I'm saying? A little bit too much, and he got effed.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. If there was nothing to avoid, he wouldn't have been in avoidance mode for 6 rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. All I'm saying is Teo ain't actually really land nothing. So that, but ring generalship, we run him a lot of rounds. I give him that.
100%, 100%. Loma has power. Loma looked scared to Lopez has power. Loma looks scared to engage. Yeah, absolutely. He's very wary of it.
I agree. It was frustrating, I'm sorry, but it was frustrating to watch Loma not really fire off in the beginning rounds. I'm like, yo, what are you doing, Loma? Come on, man, pick up the pace. 3rd round, let's go, pick up the pace. The thing he was doing in the last round, the last couple rounds when he was winning in rounds 8, 9, 10, he should have been doing that at first from the very beginning, in and out, just in spurts, just to test the water, see where Teofimo.
You didn't want to get knocked out. You were scared of getting knocked out.
He was scared. I think the Comey fight spooked him, man. I think he went in that fight spooked, man.
He did. It's clear as day. Actions speak louder than words, and we saw Loma's approach. It was like, stay away from this cat. Stay away from this cat until deep into the fight. And it's easy to say, well, Loma should engage more. But the thing is, Loma knows best. You know what I'm saying? He's a master boxer. You have to give him that, and he's
definitely.
But see, I think Loma's Loma. Hey, that's my microphone bad like that. Am I back in?
Yeah, carry on.
I think Loma's pops played a big part on part of the game plan that he implemented, man. So I think that it was a tactical error altogether. Maybe they thought they had maybe like two rounds of a margin of error, and they really only had one. And it just didn't go their way, because you see when Loma turned it on, he was landing. I would say around I want to say maybe round 8. You seen that Teofimo started getting fatigued and started dropping those arms, and it really came more evident in round 9. Even the commentators was like, okay, yeah, Teo looks tired. His arms is real low. He dropped that guard. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And but when Loma did start to execute his plan, it seemed like he ain't had no problem getting in. I'm saying it like that. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about, man. Like that's a 15-round fight, man.
I can see what you're saying, man. And my thing was, the thing that Loma was doing in 8, 9, and 10 and 11 was he moved his shoulders in a way where he was kind of doing a shoulder thing, right? And he was really getting in angles to where Tio was having trouble. Now, had he moved in those angles early on and maybe kind of, maybe try to smother Tio's punches, because I think he gave Tio too much space. Way too much space. He should have got when he was getting it close, Tio couldn't fuck with him. I mean, my bad. Tio couldn't handle that punch in the inside when it was real tight, compact punches. That's when Tio was getting caught and hurt bad because Loma was in his range to where he could torque his body. He could Loma was putting his freaking whole everything into it when he was hurting Tio.
He was throwing the real heavy right jab that wasn't no pitter patter. That right jab he was countering Tio with was real heavy.
What about the left hook?
He should have twisted more and done that more in the third round. He should have started turning that on in the third round in spurts, though, real quick. Boom, boom, get out to move around.
He didn't want to take the risk.
Yeah, Tio got rhythm too. So you know what I mean.
That whole rhythm.
Yeah, he got rhythm too. So if he'd have kept on with them same combinations, eventually Tio would have caught on, and he would have countered.
Tio know how to dance, man. Tio knows how to dance. Loma, if you know how to dance, man, and you can figure out somebody's dance pattern. Listen, boxing is a science, and it's the sweet dance and the sweet scientific dance all together with the whole body and motion. So once you figure that chi, that aura, that dance or whatever, and then you put in the mathematics in it and the timing into it, and it's really an art form within a science. It's a scientific art form that
and you see how good Lopez jumped that rope, man. He looked like a damn wizard with that jump rope. That's why he's so explosive, man.
Yeah.
You can't. One can't. It's not a foregone conclusion to think that maybe Tio and team and having the extra help from Gamache, maybe they studied Ukrainian dance, Russian dance, all kinds of dance of all kinds of forms. But at the end of the day, they did box. They got out. They boxed, and they were the stronger guy, the bigger guy, the stronger guy that could box beat the smaller guy that could box.
Yeah. Well, what do you think would happen if they had a rematch, though? Who would you pick in the rematch? Hey, Lopez.
In the rematch, I'm going with Lomachenko 100%, but that rematch ain't gonna never happen.
Yeah.
Rematch, I'm gonna have to go with Lopez again, man. I think the same thing. It's Lopez will razzle that. I mean, Loma will razzle dazzle and really hurt and bring it to Tio. But I think at the end of the day, it's like that one thing, right? Sustained punching power. When you have 50% connect rate on your power punches, right? It's really, really hard if you're not someone of that stature, or if not bigger, to withstand those kind of punishing shots, even when you're blocking them at velocity, when it's coming from the bigger man, right? A naturally big boned man, your bones are gonna crack, your bones are gonna fracture, and your muscles are gonna tenderize, right? A little bit faster than would somebody the same dimensions as that person. You can withstand that kind of centrifugal force, if you will.
Yes.
And it's all in the numbers, man. It's numbers, pounds, pressure per square inch,
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you got to think the wear and tear on Loma's body. He's 32 years old. He's going to be 33 years old, right? And he's been well over 500 altogether known recorded fights. And
who was the fresher man at the end of the fight? Who looked the fresher man at the end of the fight?
The fresher was the young, strong bull against the little bit more mature bull, and it's lion versus lion, and one lion is a little bit stronger from another, guy got a little bit more.
Tio Lomachenko, as far as activity, I mean, in the latter part of the fight, he looked like he was more conditioned than Teofimo Lopez, man.
Yeah, I think so. I think that Lomachenko was the stronger man at the end of the fight. Even after the fight, I think Lopez was a stronger man. Lomachenko was on the ascent. He
Well,
was climbing 8, 9, 10,
right.
11, and the 12th round was close. The 12th
Yeah,
round
Tio
was
came back with a second win in the 12th round. I give him
yeah,
that. But he
yeah.
took about 2 or 3 rounds off.
Overall, the stronger man in the latter part of the fight was Lomachenko.
I agree.
And the thing was, what hurt Lomachenko was that left hook, and Tio was not throwing that left hook enough.
I
And his dad,
agree.
he wasn't throwing. I was like, and I kept saying it during the fight, like if he just faints right, he faints left first, duck right, but pump double duck right, double pump right, and just leap in with a left hook, he'll catch him easy. He's gonna, because he'll pause him. He could pause him with a right hook and a feint and a right hook to the body. He'll pause him, and that's what he did. When he hurt him, he paused him with the right and then caught him with a left. And if he would have did that, would have feinted a little bit, did more real right jab, twist turn, boom, he would have iced him easy.
Yeah, now I think about it. I know he did hurt him with a left hand. I can't remember exactly how he threw it. I know he you know what? No, I remember I don't know how he set it up, but I know that he threw 2 consecutive left hands. Like he the
Who
first
talking
one
about? Who we talking about?
we talking about Lopez when he
Okay.
buzzed when he kind of hurt Loma in the 12th round. He hurt Loma in the 12th round with a left hook, and he
To the
landed
body?
it. No, to the head.
Okay.
He hit him with a left hook to the head, and he kind of stepped in for the second left, and he kind of almost went to the southpaw stance for a little bit. And I'm saying, he threw it twice, but he definitely hurt him with a left hook. I remember that, and I thought like he hasn't landed that the whole fight, but yeah.
Well, he hurt him to the body as well in the 12th.
Mm-hmm. You know what Loma's tatted at on the left side? That thing was raw right there. That was what from Tio's right hand. He needed to throw that right hand board, but he abandoned it after a while.
Yeah.
Saw that he's trying to headhunt in 7. You thinking he's trying to get him out by the 8th or 10th? He's trying to headhunt too much, and he wasn't concentrating on that right hand to his left side. That where that big tattoo is. You should have kept going there. Punch him in his upper tattoo too. Right there's a fucking target. Punch that arm away. You could parry. You already know. You already twisting him. He can't out turn you. He can't out twist you. Move that fucking arm. Punch through his fucking arm.
Easy with the language, my friend. Easy with the language.
And fucking punch him in his body.
Easy with the language.
He getting emotional like how it was.
Easy with the language. Easy with the language. YouTube. They're on my case. So I got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? They're messing with the Rafi, but the Rafi is strong and has perseverance. So I will keep on pushing through, and I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna break the shackles. Break the chains. Don't worry about that. Yes. Okay. So, and with that, I think we've gone deep into it. But we have to. I'm just gonna have to touch on. Am I gonna touch on it? No, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save that one for a video. The Terry O'Connell thing, the judges, the judging, the bad judging, the Ritson versus Vasquez card. I'm gonna address that in a video. If not later today, then you'll get it first thing in the morning, or at the very least by lunchtime tomorrow. Because we've come effing and jeffing, because we've come to the end of a very successful show. Why do I say it's successful? Because I was entertained, and I'm sure that you were entertained. So that means that we had some good boxing chat, courtesy of Saif Bud, the Red Glove Militant, A. Santos. Who else? Have we missed anybody? Was anybody else come on? That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that was the 3. I don't think I missed anybody. And shout out to the chat. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for smashing that like buttons. Thanks for your contributions.
Yo, Ralphie, man, I know you on that side, you know what I'm saying, y'all about to call it a night. I'm still midday over here. I'm over in the Chicagoland area. I'm gonna put out there, man. Y'all subscribe to my channel as well too, man. Fighting Words with Saif Bud. Not to be confused with just Syph Bud. You know what I'm saying? That's me too. But follow me over there at Fighting Words Syph Bud. I'm gonna go live. I would say maybe like 9 o'clock, Central Time, stateside. So we're gonna turn it up on this side of the pond.
What time is it now? What time is it now over
there?
there?
Right now it's a 5:45.
5:45. So you're talking about 3.25 hours. 3.25 hours. So
about
that
3
will
hours.
be, that'll be about 3 a.m. over here in the morning. So if any insomniacs over here in the UK are still up at that time, then be sure to go over, check out Fighting Talk with Syph Bud.
Yeah, Fighting Words.
Fighting words.
Yeah, that's right.
You welcome too, brother.
Get with Syph Bud, okay? International Man Fan Podcast says get with Syph Bud, like, subscribe, baby. On 100%. My baby.
And don't forget the A Santos. I don't know. I think have you got your own channel, A Santos?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course. A Santos has got his own channel. So don't be shy to go over there and take a little looky. Dip your cookie, with your milk and your cookies. Yeah. Okay. I had to make that work. Take a little looky with your milk and your cookie. So that's Syph Bud. And of course, earlier on, we had the red gloved militant. Much appreciation goes out to every day who took the time out of their day to kindly jump on and chop it up with the Rafi. So guys, much appreciation to you. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm back on Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometime after 9 p.m. UK time. It's over here at Boxing Talk with Rafi. And thank you to everybody in the chat. So that's crackhead hours. That's crackhead hours over here in the UK. The night of the living zombies. So everybody in the chat, everybody who jumped on the panel, everybody watching this both in the present and the future, you have been in tune to Boxing Talk with Rafi. And you know what it is. Yeah, of course. Jump on. Of course.
Hey, can I just sign off with one more thing?
Yeah, man.
Right? And that's if you tuned in, thank you. And once again, we all gotta say is yes.
100%. It's the yes. It's the Boxing Talk with Rafi. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live shows. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And we are out. Blessed.
Cheers.